Welcome back. I'm joined by Championship correspondent Pascal Lemaire to preview Saturday's match between Leeds and Cardiff. Pascal, stop with the home side. A disappointing Easter weekend.
Yeah, lost both games and conceded 7 goals in the process as well. At home, 3-0 defeat to Blackburn. Very disappointing. The first half was pretty even, then Rudy Austin gets sent off, so always going to be difficult. And then Blackburn run out 3-0 winners. So very disappointing at home. And then you go to Wolves, who obviously one of the promotion hopefuls there towards the top 6, and Leeds got off to a decent start in that game. They got a very fortunate opening goal, sort of deflected into Charlie Taylor, who stuck it away. And then Wolves didn't take them long to come back, and they were 3-1 up at one point, looking really, really comfortable. But Leeds, to be fair to them, fought back in the game. And Alex Mowat with another fine goal. He scored a lot of good goals this season. They got it back to 3-all. Looked like they might be able to get a point out of the game, but then Dave Edwards, 88th minute, comes up with the late winner for Wolves. So, yeah, I think you would have been surprised if Leeds had gone and won that game at Molineux, but considering they were right back in it, and obviously to lose 4-3 in a thrilling end-to-end game like that it's always going to be a big blow for them. But they're sitting 14th in the table. They're level on points with Cardiff here, both on 52 points. These sides, there's literally nothing to play for either of them, apart from just where, if you want to try and get a top half place, maybe try and sneak in the top half with a good finish to the season. But Leeds, it's been just a troubled season off the field for them, hasn't it? There's more talk this week. I've seen that Cellino might be considering buying Parma in Italy and maybe trying to sell Leeds. Obviously he's not the director of Leeds at the moment because of that ban, but the Neil Redfern thing is just, it's awful. After the Blackburn game, he wasn't sure if he was going to still be in charge. He was thinking about resigning because he's lost power. They suspended his assistant Steve Thompson, and he just feels like he's been undermined by the clubs, the directors of the club. But he's now said he's staying because he feels he'll lose out a lot of money if he resigns, and he feels, right, I want to stay. And obviously I think all the players want him to stay, the fans certainly want him to stay, but it's just the fractious relationship with the owner. It's not good at all. And I think this summer's going to be a big thing for Leeds because they've got a lot of young quality there. They've got a lot of young players who have broken into the first team and proven themselves to be quality players. Lewis Cook at just 17, 18 years old this season. He's got the chance to be named Player of the Year, and at that age, it's very impressive for a side like Leeds. Got Mowat, like I mentioned. Sam Byram's been in the team for a few years, and there's another player who started against Wolves, Calvin Harris, made his first team debut. He's sort of the next one to break through, and it's whether they can keep their young stars. Will a sort of bigger Championship club go in, or maybe even a side in the Premier League try and sign them? So I think that's the biggest thing for Leeds this summer, keeping Redfern, trying to sort out the boardroom issues, and then keeping their young stars as well.
Moving on to Cardiff, pretty much safe from the drop, but they'll be keen to bounce back from a disappointing home defeat at Bolton.
Yeah, 3-0 at home to Bolton. Very, very poor. Bolton haven't been great at all on the road under Neil Lennon. Had some decent results here and there, but overall their away form hasn't been great. And yeah, Cardiff 3-0 defeat at home, not scoring and letting in 3 like that. So disappointing. Didn't win the previous game on Easter weekend at Reading either. At Reading, 1-1 draw there. So yeah, 1 point from those 2 games, both quite winnable games for them as well. Very disappointing. There's a lot of talk. The fans want Russell Slade out. He came in, obviously good pedigree what he did with Leyton Orient in League One, but it looks like the step up to the Championship has been a bit too much for him. So that's disappointing. There's rumours that they're going to go for Bruno Ribeiro, who coaches the Portuguese top league side. He used to play for Sheffield United and Leeds sort of in the 90s, but we don't know too much about him. There's Portuguese websites claiming that Cardiff already contacted him and sort of said, would you be interested in the job? So it's certainly not been a great season for Cardiff, and the way Slade just hasn't really done really much with them. He's sort of solidified their place in mid-table, but considering they came down from the Premier League last season, it's just not good enough for them. And 13th and 14th, it's a bit of a nothing game.
I'd say a bit of a nothing game. What's your score prediction for this one?
Well, Cardiff have got a great record against Leeds recently. They're unbeaten in 15 league meetings against them, so you probably say that they've got a good record in this fixture in recent times, but it's just one of the games where you just can't really see either side particularly going for it, risking too much. So I'm going to have to say a draw, 1-1.
Thoughts are going for a 1-1 draw.